next thing, we're going to bring in some more aux inputs. And remember, these are all aux inputs. We're going to need one for reverb. We are going to need one for delay. And then we're also going to need one for a second delay. We're going to use 2 delays on this track, and that's on the vocals, and that is also strategic. And then we are going to also send our main vocal track here into what I'm going to call the Vox mix, and I'll explain that when we get to it as well. And this got louder or softer, it would still be receiving the full throttle, the full volume of the vocal. But if I put it after this fader by sending it out of here and into here, then the reverb and the delay and so forth, and the EQs and the compressors and anything I put in this channel is going to be reacting to these changes in volume. Now, these changes in volume are very important because we are going to automate this track pretty early on in the process to even out the vocals, and I'll show you how to do that when we get to the automation process. The real presence and crispness in a vocal is. So I like to boost that just a little bit, about 2 dB, and make it sound a little crisper. And we can tighten that up. No, I think we'll leave that more of a gentle slope. And let's give that a listen. Now, it's very important when you make these changes, especially when you're talking about doing EQ, it's very important that you bypass. Go ahead and take everything out and just hit your bypass and listen to it without it and listen to it with it, and make sure you're not doing any damage. The beat of the delay is set to the tempo of the delay is set to the tempo of the song. Now, if you didn't use a click track in Pro Tools, and you know what the BPM is, you can just go ahead and you can unhighlight this metronome, and you can just type in, you know, whatever the tempo of the song is. But the tempo of the song is within Pro Tools, so we can just highlight that, and bam, that's taken care of. The second thing is that this is indeed a stereo delay, and we're making this particular vocal sound as natural as possible. So we don't want anything bouncing back and forth from the left speaker to the right speaker. If you want that effect, then you can set either side independently and get the effect that you want. But we want both to sound the same, so make sure that whatever we're doing in the left channel, we're doing in the right channel, and vice versa. So once again, let's mute this. Let's take the reverb out and listen to the delay by itself and see what we got. It's like using a highlighter on the instrument that you're using on. And I use it here on the drums, and it really makes the drums come to life. And we're going to use it again here on the vocal as well, and make give the vocals that little something extra special, of course, because it's a vocal. So let's go ahead and set this up, and we're going to bring in our good old friend, the compressor. And this time we're also going to need to control the volume of that compressor. So we're going to bring in the trim plugin as well, so we can adjust the volume. Set up our parameters here. That same bit of attack, 6.1 ratio. And once again, we're going to use the threshold to get our gain reduction. And we're going to use this release so that we can set the compressor to release in time with the rest of the song. And for right now, we're going to leave this muted because I don't want to listen to that yet. And as a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and bring this volume down so that